Storm timing and tips on what you should be doing right now. It is next on Weather Center Live. It is 1/2 and we are continuing to follow the progress of Hurricane Sandy, 18th named storm. Wow, we've certainly added them up. Saw a lot in the mid-Atlantic, but here late in the season we've got one on the eastern seaboard marching northward, and this is going to make a hard left turn. Right now, here are the current watches and warnings out. There are tropical storm watches out for South Carolina, the coastline, and Bermuda. And then as we look at the tropical storm warnings, those are still in effect for the northern Bahamas, but we'll be seeing those likely dropped here over the not-too-distant future as the storm continues to move northward. And then also along the North Carolina coastline, there we also see tropical storm warnings in effect as the system scrapes along the coast of North Carolina, and we're going to be seeing the situation go downhill farther north, where we'll likely see some watches issued as the time goes forward into Monday and Tuesday. Let's bring in our hurricane specialist, Dr. Greg Postel. And Dr. Postel, it looks like the storm is trying to transition a bit more into a hybrid model. It looks like that process will continue as we move forward in time?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's a great point, Warren. What we're looking at, in fact, when we look at the satellite image, just a fascinating phenomenon that we're looking at. There's a little bit of a hurricane-like structure, and I'll show you on the satellite image. I'll show you where that is. There's a little bit of cluster of thunderstorms. It looks like there's a traditional warm core system, a tropical system, but surrounding that we have very large influence with a strong jet stream involved, and that's bringing a lot of heavy rain and bad weather far removed from where the center is. And right now, that center of low-level swirl is about 350 miles east of Jacksonville, but because this is the hybrid system that everybody's been talking about for a long time, it's got very bad effects spread out over hundreds of miles. In fact, we found a wind gust over 75 miles per hour, 100 miles west of the center. So this is nothing like we have seen, at least in my memory, before. So let's look at the advisory. 75 miles per hour sustained wind, 961 in the pressure. It's moving northeast at 11. That's parallel to the coast. Let's take you through the impacts on the timing. With Sunday, we're going to see the rain increase along the Carolinas, Northern Carolina in particular, Virginia coast, and all the way up toward New York. So preparations need to be completed for this event, certainly in the Delaware, New Jersey, New York area, the end of tomorrow, because the end of Sunday, because Sunday night and Monday things are going to get worse very quickly. We're going to see winds of 25 to 40 miles per hour in that area shaded in green, with beach erosion as well, and that is all tomorrow, Sunday. Let's move forward now to Monday. The area expands as part of this whole system, how large it is. We're going to see the winds increasing, the winds of 30 to 50 miles per hour, gusts to 75, perhaps stronger than 75, particularly where the center comes on shore. And we do think the center will come ashore very likely in central New Jersey. We're seeing more and more models converge on that solution. Definitely coastal flooding with most of that. Imagine the center coming in New Jersey. The strongest onshore flow with the highest storm surge will be just north of the center, perhaps southern Long Island, New York, northern New Jersey. You need to be aware and keep in tune to what could happen for you on Monday, and then heading towards Tuesday, it continues to expand. Perhaps the most extreme conditions weaken just a little bit. Still gusts of 70, but overall sustained 25 to 45 with heavy rains and maybe even some snow on the backside. So again, tomorrow, have those preparations completed by the end of tomorrow, certainly in New Jersey, New York, Delaware, places like that. With that, send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks very much. I want to take you a bit closer to the action now, and NBC's Tan Trong is live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And Tan, we were just talking about rushing preparations to completion. Are we seeing any indications that the residents and visitors